Welcome to Your Flower School in association with Perfect Moment Florist. I'm Samantha. I've been a florist for 20 years now and running the school for 15. So today we're making a beautiful fresh pine table centre with a church candle. We've got two types of pine, the blue spruce and the pinus. A beautiful red skimmia, and we're decorating with whole limes, lime segments, cinnamon, cones and star anise. So the first stage is to soak your foam. Get a bowl or bucket of clean water or use a sink. Make sure it's fairly deep because you want your foam to soak down. We have cut your foam to size, so you just need to soak it. So you place the foam on top of the bowl or bucket and you can watch it absorb the water. This will take about 1 to 2 minutes until it's fully soaked. So once your foam is soaked, it will have sunk to the bottom and be a much darker colour. So remove your foam. We're using this beautiful birch pot, but we will need to line it. We're giving you some cellophane to line it with. Pop it in the middle and press down. This will ensure it will be waterproof so that you can keep your pine table design lasting as long as possible. Place your 2 pieces of foam into your container and press down gently so it's nice and secure. Trim off your cellophane. Leave a little bit on to overlap. Next we prepare the candle. Unwrap the candle. And we have a candle cup here. So press that into the candle cup. And that will allow it to be nice and secure in your oasis. So press it into the centre of your design and push down quite firmly so it goes nice and deep, and that will keep secure. So you have 3 bundles of pine. The first pine bundles are the biggest, and then you've got slightly smaller ones and then very small ones. We start with the large ones. So use nice pieces like this which have got all the fingers on them. You need to trim or pull off the pine at the base so that you have a nice clean stem to go into the foam. Recut your pine like it is a cut flowers because it will drink and then it will stay alive. Place it right at the base of your oasis, ideally either going slightly down or flat, not sticking up like that. So you definitely want it nice and flat. So take another piece similar size, take off the pine, recut and pop in the opposite side like so. Take another piece and pop it this side, and another piece the opposite side. So once you've got 4 in place, you're going to put another 4 in between. If you find it difficult to pull the pine off with your fingers, just use your scissors to scrape the pine off. that's your first 8 pieces. Now we'll put this slightly different pine in for a little bit more texture. Again, recut and place in between some of the gaps. You can leave some to add later. So you're building up a nice rounded shape. So when you look at it, make sure it's nice and round. Now you'll use your second bundle of pine. And repeat the process and start bringing your pines upwards. So it will go more towards the top of the foam. So cut, strip off the pine and pop into the foam. Keep turning your arrangement round. Check it's nice and round and looking good from all angles. So we're building the arrangement up now, up towards the centre of the candle. You can put a few more of the spiky pinus in. Now we have the final bundle. Carry on bringing the pine up towards the centre of the candle. And it can go right next to the candle cup so that you're hiding that area. You can see how it fills right up. Looks beautiful. Smells amazing as well. Now all your pine is in. It fills up pretty much all the oasis. You might still see some gaps, but we've still got some skimmia to put in there and your other decorations. At this point, if you want to add any more foliages like eucalyptus, then that's lovely. So next we're going to add the skimmia. We'll cut it into sections. We can even use the leaves as well. So run the colour through the design. So we've got 4 nice placements for these. Make sure they go quite deep into the foam because they're going to be quite thirsty, but they last very well. So that's just spreading out the colour. So this is where we prepare our products for decorating our table centre. We're using 90 gauge wires, thicker wire. You place at the bottom of the cone, wrap it around and then twist a couple of times. And that's ready to be used in the arrangement. We have these lovely limes. You can wire them into 2s or 3s. 2's nice. With one single wire, bring down and twist. Doesn't matter if they're a bit floppy, they're going to stay nice in the arrangement. Next we have the large whole limes. They're fantastic. So we have a long wire. You need to place it through the centre and then just bring it down and give it a couple of twists. And now I'll show you how to wire the cinnamon bundles. So take 1 wire and 1 cinnamon and wrap around and just twist a couple of times. Take 2 more cinnamon sticks, place on top, take your raffia leave a little bit out for tying. You're going to wrap twice around one side and twice around the other side, bringing it to the top and tying a knot. And that's a nice cinnamon bundle. So now we've wired everything, we're time to decorate. Take your cone and just pop it into the foam. The wire is nice and thick, so they hold really nicely. If you want to go towards the middle more, do cut down your wires. And now we'll add the cinnamon. We have two beautiful lines. I'm putting one right at the top and one over the other side. A little bit of interest. And then we're finishing off with some line segment. What I love about the lines is that they've got a really clear white edge, which looks beautiful with this candle and this container. We're going to finish off with a few star anise. They smell amazing and they're in shapes of stars, so very festive. If you have a hot glue gun, then that'll be ideal. If you don't, you can buy a strong tube of glue. Pop a little on the back of the hot glue, make sure you don't touch it. And it's quite nice to put it on the edge of the pine and leave it. Once it's cooled, that will be very secure. You can even put one on the candle. And that's your finished beautiful fresh pine table